thank you, Brian. I really appreciate you recovering this hornet's nest.
Yeah.
Where was it?
It was down about where the trailer is, and Nathan and my brother Danny Bain helped me get it down too.
Uh-huh. Well, this is a really prime example. Dan, come over here. Did you help recover this?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Dan. Come over here and help introduce this subject. Did you help recover this nest too?
I was on the recovery team.
How far off the ground was it?
Oh, it was a formidable distance.
Formidable. Wow. Well, listen, you know, in different countries, that formidable means different. What would it mean in English, formidable?
Oh, about 7 times the average height of a human being.
7 times the average human being. Okay. Well, that gives me a real good idea. We've now removed the entire side laboriously. This process took approximately 2 weeks, but in the period of time we've slowly laid back the superstructure.
Carefully noting each leaf that we've removed and the texture of it. Carefully cataloged it and serialized it so we can recover it later.
Cross-referenced it, and he's running a computer program which cross-correlates the sub-infrastructure.
Yeah, you know, the three-dimensional references between the corridors within the actual superstructure.
And we've discovered something astounding, that there are corridors leading in and out of the honeycomb chambers such that it's actually been divided into small sections of compartmentalized social structures. These are isolated by these walls that they've built, so that each section has its own access to the outside of the nest through the flaps in around it. And this is not just one single society. This is many different societies, each with their own access to the outside through these tunnels that honeycomb the infrastructure of the hornet's nest. This is has never been observed before. This is a new scientific fact. Now the question is, why is this society so isolated from itself? Why is it a stratified hornet society? And what are the stratifications of the hornet society? Is this a socioeconomic difference, you think?
Or do you think it's just simply a classification of function, and different layers represent different working classes, such as one layer may represent an entire new society of queens, while a lower structure may represent workers or drones, in which each structure would receive a different amount of heat, a different food allotment, and different treatment through its development.
So it would be basically a stratification based on queens and drones. Now a queen would be what? Someone that's a queen makes eggs, maybe? You think it?
Female that has the possibility of developing into an egg laying.
So it's stratified into egg making and drones. Now,
it's basically for a classification system for the hornets themselves, so that they can actually easily recognize. You know, it's kind of like color coding a library or something. So they can easily tell the difference between the layers and administer the different environmental changes as needed.
So the drones administer environmental changes, and the queens lay eggs, and that's the whole deal?
Well, there may be more layers in this, since you notice that in the three-dimensional structure of it itself, there are more than two super layers, two different divisions of surfaces. So you would suspect that there may be additional classifications or sub-classifications within a class.
You know, there have been reports that one drone can